Hi everybody, this is Sage Lewis from Web Marketing Watch, and I'm coming to you from the Search Engine Strategies Conference in San Jose, and today I'm with Joel Morris from Pressfeed Company. How's it going, Joel?
Good morning, Sage. It's going great.
Good, good. So tell me a little bit about Pressfeed. What do you guys do?
Pressfeed Company, we help companies create RSS feeds. And we also have a simple content management system that allows them to take that information and also publish it to web pages, so their press release or their articles or their news tips or whatever it might be is there on the internet very simply and quickly.
Interesting. So for people that maybe aren't as familiar with RSS, can you kind of boil it down? What is RSS and how does a person use it for their website?
Well, first off, RSS stands for really simple syndication. If we look at syndication, is, if you remember, a cartoonist. He creates a cartoon, and then that cartoon is published across 1,000 newspapers across the United States, or an article, a columnist writes it and it gets published all across the United States or in magazines. That's syndication, and it just gets spread around. So really simple syndication allows you as a small business or a medium or a large business to put information, and RSS is really just a real, very particular structure of information so other computers can read it easily. And you publish it and other people can pick it up and republish, subscribe to it, read it, that kind of thing. So that's the essence of it. People try and make it really hard, but it's just information in a little bit of a structure so other people can get it.
Yeah. You know, for some reason it seems like when RSS first came out, well, it kind of has a techie name to it. You know, it's an acronym, you know, and that makes it a little unnerving. But when I talk to people about RSS, they kind of get a little bit of fear in their eyes, like, oh, I don't use it, I don't know how to use it, and it's really too bad because it's such a powerful thing.
That's absolutely correct, and it is unfortunate because it is such an incredible tool. The way I look at it, there's three ways on the internet to get information out. One is email. Everybody's familiar with email. Another is the websites. Everybody's familiar with websites. All companies have websites. Everybody reads, looks at websites every day. The third way really is RSS. It's equally powerful, just as important. Unfortunately has not gotten as known, but there are lots of ways to do it, and my company specializes in a custom way that we develop to help companies ease that pain so it's not as difficult. But it's well worth looking into, well worth learning. It doesn't have to be that hard, and incredibly powerful from a marketing standpoint.
Yeah. So your company, if somebody has content that they're developing and that sort of thing, your company helps them take that content and put out an RSS feed with that content.
That's exactly right. It's as simple as filling out a form. You put in the title, you put in a little 2 or 3 sentence description, you put in your full article, you maybe tag your keywords, put a date, press the button, done, it's published, there you go.
And then everybody that has subscribed to that RSS feed then gets notification that article has gone out, huh?
That's basically it, and really what happens is when somebody subscribes to it, what's known as a feed reader. Now that's software either on the internet, iGoogle, if you have an iGoogle homepage, you've got that built in, or a My Yahoo homepage, that's built in. They have feed readers built in. The browsers these days, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Opera, Safari, they all have feed readers built in. You can subscribe through that. So as a consumer, you can get it those ways, and what happens is that software goes out and checks, let's say every hour. Is this feed updated? Oh, it is, so it pulls in the data, and the next time you look at it, it says, oh, there's a new article for me to click on. It's that simple. It's as simple as email. You open up your email inbox, there's new email there, you click it and you read it. RSS is that simple from a consumer standpoint.
Yeah. And it sounds like you make it really easy for publishers or people with content to get involved in RSS so they don't have to build a big infrastructure on their back end. They just use your service and enter that information into an RSS, and then it's pretty much sent out, huh?
That's exactly right. I mean, that was our whole business plan, was to do exactly that. And I'm the technical person. I wrote did the programming and development. But that was the idea, is just to make it very simple for a public relations person or a marketing person. What we've found, and what my partner, who's very involved in the public relations industry, is that you may have a marketing person or a PR person in a company. for whatever reason, it takes too long to go through their IT department to get something put online, or there's just too many hoops to go over. Not necessarily technical ones, but it may be just corporate ones, let's say. And whereas we came along, we can kind of pull that out of their system, set up a microsite or what we call a subdomain, just publish it right there. The look looks exactly like the main website, and it's just a very simple, no-brainer kind of situation.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad you're doing this, because this always has been a hurdle for people that don't have an RSS feed mechanism in their site. You are giving them an instant capability of utilizing this kind of tool, and it sounds like a really great opportunity for a lot of people.
Yeah, it really is. And I think one thing that gets missed on this, a lot of people will look at an RSS feed as, well, I have to have people out there subscribing to it to make it worthwhile. And while that is very, very true, there's so many other uses for RSS. If you really look at, let's say you're in the health industry and you're a chiropractor, but that chiropractor writes articles about health and how to stay fit and this kind of thing. Well, there might be a lot of other health-related sites that need content, want content. They don't have writers, or whatever, for whatever reason. So you, as the publisher of this RSS feed, can then encourage other sites to republish it. It has your content, your name, links back to your website. So now you start looking at the inbound link marketing aspect, which just opens up another whole incredible use from a publisher's standpoint for RSS. Tremendously powerful SEO marketing tool.
Yeah, now that is interesting, because, for example, my accountant, he has information on his website, but he doesn't develop it, he has somebody else develop it.
That's right.
And so if you are a content producer, you could go to somebody like my accountant and say, hey, if you just take my RSS feed, you can put it on your website, you don't have to do anything, it'll just import it in, and you'll get new content on your site all the time. Is that right?
It's absolutely right. It's a win-win situation all around the board. The publisher wins because they're getting their content published in other locations and they have inbound links. The person that's syndicating that RSS feed, in other words, they're republishing it on their website, has somebody giving them free content that they select. So it's their market, their public, whatever you want to say. So now their website is continually getting refreshed, which is another whole issue as far as website marketing, is you always want to have fresh content for your users. So they've won, and then the person who reads that information either directly through the RSS feed or on a site that's republished it and syndicated it, they win, because now they have something of interest that is informative and helps them in their life. So the publisher wins, the person that syndicates it and republishes it wins, and the end user who reads it and learns wins.
Yeah.
So that's another reason that RSS is just tremendously powerful.
Yeah. So if there is a person that's developing content out there and doesn't have an RSS feed, how do they go about learning more about your services and maybe getting involved in your product?
Well, our website is www.press-feed, F-E-E-D, press-feed.com. Okay. We have a lot of articles on our site on using RSS and how it fits into the whole SEO, search engine optimization, and website marketing aspect. We're happy to give people's demos of our service and how it works, and explain to them more on how it all can be done. We love to talk to people. Yeah.
Well, very interesting. Well, I've never really had the opportunity to talk to somebody that offers this kind of service, and this is definitely a hurdle that I've seen a lot of people run into, and this, I think, is a great tool for solving that problem. So,
well,
thanks.
Thank you for the time, Sage. I really appreciate it.
And my pleasure. So, as you know, everybody, I am a huge fan of RSS, and I talk a lot about it from the user perspective, using RSS readers and that sort of thing. But as a publisher, if you don't have an RSS feed and you're putting out content, your business is writing content, writing press releases, give this some serious thought. Go to press-feed.com and see if this might be a solution for you. I mean, it would be an easy installation. You get involved. I mean, it's not even installing. You just use the service and you put it in.
We take care of all the install work. Yeah.
Yeah, and you too could be putting out RSS feeds for all the reasons Joel has described here. All right, everybody. This is Sage Lewis from Web Marketing Watch, and happy Happy marketing!